Hola, buenas noches, bienvenidos, capítulo 14 del drafting. Hoy estamos a día 15 de junio de 2022, son las 9 de la noche y nada, venimos de una semana de mucho calor y muchas carreras también, en el cual pues hoy vamos a centrar un poco los comentarios sobre la Madeira SUP Challenge, perteneciente al circuito del Eurotour, en el que tuvimos alguna representación española por ahí, con victoria de Espe en chicas, victoria de Tai Jackson en chicos, y donde pues estaban también Izaskun que Martín, que participó quedando en concretamente en cuarta posición, casi rozando ahí el podium. Y luego estuvo pues Daniel Parres, que entró el noveno en la clasificación general de chicos. No fue una competición con mucha participación. La Madeira Sub Challenge es una carrera que lleva pues bastantes años ahí haciéndose y bueno, siempre es un sitio difícil para llegar, pero que tiene muy buena pinta y desde luego pues deberíamos de ponerlo en la lista de ir algún día, de ir a probar porque tiene muy buena pinta esta carrera. Y bueno, la lástima es esto, la dificultad de llegar hasta ahí, de transportar y demás. Tengo una entrevista grabada con Nika, que quedó segundo en esta carrera. Él es un habitual de la carrera, participa, creo yo, desde los inicios que se empezó a realizar esta carrera. Y nada, he podido grabar una entrevista con él porque en directo no podía, pero nada, hemos grabado una entrevista muy interesante con él, donde no solo hablamos de la carrera, sino que hacemos un poco un repaso de lo que lleva de carrera, ¿no? De esta temporada, las carreras que está participando y un poco de su carrera en general, cosas muy interesantes, porque, bueno, Nika ya es un veterano en la escena del sub racing y pues una persona que tiene muchas cosas que contar, la verdad. Así que nada, dentro de un momento os voy a pasar la entrevista y espero que os guste. Eh, Más allá de la Madeira Sub Challenge, ha habido otras carreras por ahí, en la cual pues os destaco pues la Tarn Water Race, que es una carrera que se realiza en Francia, en un río de estas consideradas ultras porque son 83 kilómetros y bueno, es una carrera que la verdad yo lo hice el año pasado y que es una carrera muy divertida, en el sentido de que yo digo que es más una carrera tipo Spartan Race que una carrera de race en sí solamente, porque es un río donde tiene bastantes accidentes ahí en el río, bastantes, bueno, cascadas, bastantes rápidos, en el cual pues porteos largos incluso de 1 kilómetro, en el cual pues bueno, lo hace que sea una carrera pues realmente muy interesante, muy divertida y bueno, este año pues ha estado Olivia Piana, que, que ganó en chicas y que, bueno, pues ya sabéis, Olivia estuvo en el élite del sub racing y ahora pues ya está más centrada en el tema del foil, pero no quiso perderse este evento y de bien seguro lo disfrutó. Más cosas que hubo este fin de semana. Estuvo el descenso del río Miño en Ourense, dentro de las ICF subseries estas de aquí de España, donde bueno, la verdad que no he podido ver muchas imágenes ni cómo fue el recorrido ni demás. Bueno, bajada del río, imagino, y bueno, donde estuvo pues básicamente la participación centrada por la gente del norte de Submera, he visto mucha gente del EcoSub, básicamente, y bueno, nada, un evento más de estas series de la Federación de Canoa, pues que siguen adelante. Hubo también una prueba aquí en el circuito catalán, en el Masnou, con una participación un poquito baja también. No estuvimos muchos, igual hacía muchísimo calor como en todas partes, y igual frenó un poco la participación, donde pues en chicas que ganó Laura Gil, y en chicos pues me pude yo llevar el trofeo en este caso. Ya os digo, una carrera, mucho calor, un circuito de 2 kilómetros en el que se tuvieron que dar 5 vueltas en forma triangular, y donde lo más jodido fue el calor. Pero bueno, bien, entretenida y disputada. Y nada, y poco más. Algunas pruebas internacionales que la verdad no he podido encontrar muchas imágenes. Sé que estuvo en República Checa y demás. Hubieron cositas, pero la verdad que no os puedo dar mucha información al respecto, así que no voy a entrar ahí. Pues nada, lo dicho anteriormente, os voy a pasar la entrevista que he hecho con Nika, que he tenido con Nika esta tarde, y donde, ya os digo, cuenta cosas muy interesantes y que espero que os guste también a vosotros. Vale, así que nada, os veo a la vuelta. Cualquier comentario lo podéis ir haciendo, que el chat está abierto y os voy respondiendo. Vale, venga, que lo disfrutéis. Hasta ahora. Welcome, Nika, to the outdrafting, and thank you for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. So, Leo, we could see you this last weekend racing in Madeira and the Euro Tour circuit, and unfortunately we didn't have all the images we had, for example, in Costa Blanca to follow the race. So to know a little bit about how it was, can you explain a little bit about the circuit and how it was, the race, for example?
Yeah, I really like this place in Madeira. I mean, I was coming out of 3 Euro Tour stops, which was Bari, Santa Ponsa in Mallorca, and then Santa Pola in Alicante. So, but all 3 of them, there was something, happening, and not really. I could put all myself in those competitions, even if I prepared myself earlier. But this one in Madeira, I came a bit earlier to the competition. I know the course was the same course, they keep it. And I really like the ocean crossing and circuit in the ocean, outside in the ocean. This was about 12 kilometers. Unfortunately, there were not many competitors, because I think because of the logistic, I think also the expensive and high season for the island. It's a lot of people really had difficulties. I mean, to have the budget is enormous to have this trip here, but of course I managed a bit with some help, and managed to go there and with a sponsor, and not many. All of the people have them. So, but anyway, the course was pretty cool. It was like kind of in the harbor, like the first half part, and we turned the buoy in the harbor, and then we went up to the outside in the ocean, and it's like kind of 4 or 5 kilometers in upwind, not like really strong upwind, but with some backwash, coming in the side from the harbor and then from some boats and get crates. And then stretching down, we turn like a buoy outside nearby the coast, and then we come back on the buoy in downwind. So that was was pretty cool. Helped a lot. The waves helped us a lot, to go down, and it was some fun, not only upwind and hot, But yeah, the course was pretty amazing, and of course we were like the top 5, top 6 guys, really strong. So even if it was not many athletes, it was super hard to challenge. To be in the race, to push ourselves in the limit. And yeah, I pushed it a lot. So I stayed in the first part with Tai Judson and tried to stay with him. I know he's a strong guy, but I didn't compete many times with him. So I didn't know how he gonna play, how he's gonna push or when, and so it's like hard to read his timing. So in that, he pushed it in one way. I was kind of trying to draft him to at least pass the first part, which is most difficult, and somehow he get above upwind in the backwash, and he took off and he took me out of the draft. So and then I stayed with Daniel, and we kind of went together, tried to chase ties, but he passed in the front. He tried to chase ties, but he was able to take that stretch, which you were not able, especially in upwind. It's harder to catch back. If it was like downwind or flat water, maybe or possible to catch back, but he couldn't take that little gap that was hard to get it. Then we turned the island, we turned the buoy, and then we went back to the rest of the course. Was a halfway down. And I managed to pass Daniel there and then go further before the downwind, so I can have I had a wave and try to keep that push until maybe catch Tai in the front. But of course there was some waves and bumps to take advantage, and I tried to use all the energy to catch them, be there, trying to catch them. It was the goal. Main goal was to catch Tai. I was like, really, let's go and get him. And it was some point that I almost got him. And he, as soon as he saw me, he also saw the wave that I was in. So he said, okay, I'm gonna get this wave and let's get out of his way, and kind of stretch all the way to the left. He took a wave, and I was trying to catch to be in a line with the buoy, and he kind of went a little bit out of the buoy, lined up, but he made the good choice because I was not able to get him. He used probably all the energy that he had to do this. And of course, but of course I pointed to him, but I was not looking back, so I keep pushing it until the end, because they were also getting closer, the other guys, and so I was pushing all the energy that I had. So we turned the buoy. There was some part a little bit upwind with some waves in the back, so it was upwind with waves in the back. But the main of the competition was done. So I was in second place, I had first place, Daniel was in third. So we all had almost the same distance from between us. So from me and Tai and me and Daniel. So, but anyway, it was super fun race. It was about 12 kilometers, and finishing second, I'm happy with that result because I kind of made a better result than I was having the rest of the 3 competition I did. The earlier competition.
It sounds that it was also quite tough, the conditions, no? Pretty much this kind of open ocean conditions that you also have in Costa Blanca, and also especially in Mallorca. The conditions were pretty similar in somehow, no?
Not flat at all.
Yeah. I mean, they were similar but different. They're all different. From Mallorca was a complete, not like a straight wave or something. There were some waves coming from all the sides, so left, right, up, down, and side wind, not even helping a bit. It's like kind of all into some bubbling water, like
a huge choppy, no? Kind of huge choppy, yeah.
Something like that,
Okay.
So, and then we had Alicante, where it was first part like really upwind, but then we had a lot of competitor in the same level, with all fighting for that spot, so all together putting energy and to be in there. I think my mistake there was not to have a big start, so like to push harder to make that front pack, because once you are set in the pack, in the front pack, you have that little gap that makes you, if you are like there in the top 3, top 4, makes you better when you're gonna turn the buoy, and take the small downwind to push yourself through to the front, So my mistake was that my strategy here in Alicante was to start a bit slow and try to get later after into the front pack, but then being such a big competitors, big downwind and choppy water, all the energy that was supposed to save in this upwind was completely gone, because instead of saving, even if you were in draft, you were wasting energy and kind of surviving for like 8 kilometers, surviving, like keep surviving. Yeah, somebody did, somebody not. I mean, in my way, I survived a little bit, but I should have positioned myself a little bit up front, so to get that, because everybody was switching position. Someone that was in second place for the first 2 kilometers was going down to 7 to 8, and I had always to manage to get into that line, but yeah, made it in 12th place, which is not the result I wanted, but comparing with what happened, I lost the flight, arrived at 12 in the night there in Alicante. I took a train actually from Madrid, because there was no flights. I couldn't never make it if I had to wait for the flight. So I took a train, arrived there at 10 at night, and I had to eat and stuff. But this is not an excuse, I had the rest anyway, and I take it how it is, everything like organize it last minute. Of course, because of the budget, they're not so big budget. I can't go earlier there and work. I'm working also, so all these things now are making a bit complicated. But still, I like the competition side, and I put myself full on it and try to be do my best.
Of course, and it is something very, very, very nice. You said when you talk about the Alicante race, you are in the competition for many years. You probably are probably one of the oldest guys on the park, and you see a lot of evolution. We see a lot of evolution of the sport growing every day, every year. And what do you feel when you see in Alicante this huge pack of nearly 30 people paddling like horses, upwinding, and as you said, the position switched very fast. You could be in the front and quickly you go on the back or in the middle. What do you feel about this about the sport when you are in the middle?
Yeah, I feel good, because I see the evolution growing and this sport growing. The sport that I really love, and I like it. So it's a good thing, and I'm happy in one side, and of course this makes me a challenge, to push more and to be there. And of course is to see young guys, you know, there in the front and growing and having the same technique that, you know, that or different or, you know, stronger guys than I had when I compete in their age, you know. So it's a great thing to see this evolution, you know, and being there. Of course, the sport has been also growing in the meantime, but also the last 2 years has been also stopped, and everybody was a bit restarting their you know, training and evolving, you know, their training and their managing of competing. You know, it's not always the same race, the same thing. So everything is completely different from 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So all the strategy and techniques and, you know, people, mood, training, they're always evolving. For me, being in almost now doing this sport for 13 years. So I started in 2008 and I started because it was fun, you know. So I was really having fun with this stand-up paddle, and never thought I'm gonna be racing or being sponsored or be traveling the world, paid to travel the world, you know. So I never could imagine this. I just did it for the fun. So my gasoline was the fun. As much as the fun I have, and as much as gasoline I will have to go in the front. So for me, just made it like. Of course, there was hard times, you know, sacrifice when I had to go training, when I had to go. But I knew that if I will do that, it will pay back. So it was like full on loving what I was doing, because, you know, in the end it will pay me back. So every time it was a fun. Even if I had to do turns, you know, on the buoy like 50 times until I don't fall, you know, or going, you know, in some races, you know, and make a mistake, and I have to go again and to not make that mistake, and, you know, to lose and to fail, because when you fail, then you learn.
Of course.
And it's not always, but it's you fail and you need to learn, or you need to see, to focalize what was the mistake. And if you find this mistake, then this, you know, make better result later.
Of course.
So it was always a challenge of, you know, being there in the podium, because I knew it. As soon as I would go out of the podium, the sponsor will not be happy, and this will not be it. So my main thing was to be there in the podium, to be, you know, the top guy. And it's always in this sport is the winner. The winner is the goal, you know. The second is the first of the losers. So, you know, so for me it was always chasing the win, but sometimes you might be mentally prepared to win, because sometimes you're there, you're strongest as the other athletes, but mentally it says you, okay, second place is okay, you can keep that, you know. It's like still, so these things kind of live it with me somehow, you know, kind of being there just to, and that's how I made it, you know, to go further and further. And of course, I win many competitions.
Yeah, you have a huge career. You have a lot of podiums on your career, and now even all these young guys, as you said, they are growing, and you are making all this big pack. You're still there. I mean, you get the 12th position in Santa Pola, but also you have this good result in Madeira. In Mallorca, you have this issue about the paddle. You broke the paddle right in the beginning of the race, and it makes you even you push. I know you push very hard to get on a good position, and you couldn't. You made the 15th, if I remember okay. But if it wouldn't be that, you could take probably a better result. And I mean, you're still fighting, and you've been on the top. I mean, even the young guns are pushing hard, but you're still there. You're still having this motivation about to be on the podium, or what is exactly what you make you feel? It make you still pushing hard.
I mean, the goals has been changing during the years, you know.
Okay.
So when I was competing, there was a point, you know, I was having fun, you know, and then with the fun was the gasoline, it was pushing me further. But then all the life changed. I mean, changed, evolved. I had a family and I had kids, and I had to make decisions, you know, I had to balance everything. So when I make decision, you know, I keep the word. Sorry, there are some flies doing every time like this. Because I'm in the car, I have to do something. Anyway, let's go back. So I have to make decisions, you know, and stick with the decision. And I like to keep the words, you know, whatever I do, I choose to do, and I try to stick with that without complaining myself or without giving excuses to myself. Oh, this I don't have this, I should have this and that. So I stick to it and I make the best out of it, you know. And to me, all the, you know, motivations comes like, of course, I've been with Starboard now since 10 years, and is my main sponsor, and I've been growing, you know, with them, and you know, them with me in Europe and all around the world. But of course, sometimes there was a point, you know, where I had to make a decision. I say okay, or do completely, you know, the competition, and I, you know, and then I will not have time with the family. So, and I did both. I did the competition and the family.
And you did it very well. And you did it very well. No?
It was up and down, yes. But you know, you say when you have a family, of course you need more budget, because then you need also attention, money.
Yeah.
You know, more things. So all the budget is growing. So it's like where you have to put all the things. So it's not. This sport is not like what I say. Even other sports are being paid more than, you know, any other. So I could win. Imagine the Euro Championship, the World Championship, and it will not be enough, you know, to keep surviving with this sport, because it's something. And it was really hard because you have to be there, you have to be trained, and sacrifice everything. You know, there was no fun. So when it's no fun, there's no gasoline, like I was saying. So anyway, there was a point that I was competing to make money, and that took the fun away, you know, because. And then some point I kind of dropped it from the podiums, and there was a moment that I was like really disappointed because I was not like winning there. I was supposed to win like I did before. So I was doing it for the money. And then there was, okay, I say, forget this, I'm gonna do different. I'm gonna start changing the strategy because I really love this sport and I really want to do it. And because it's healthy, it's good, you know, it's keep you trained, mind trained, body. So it's kind of, you can do it every day, everywhere. So it's for me, it's like a routine. It's a good routine. So I want to stick it with that, and I say, okay, now let's open a camp. I want to I have a good knowledge, and I want to teach other people the one I learned till now, you know, and what and I can make something out of it. So I opened a business in 2017. I did the first camp in Portugal. I was doing already clinics, camps once a year, 2 years, you know, 2 times per year. But then I started to do it more often in collaboration with the High Performance Center in Peniche. And then I started opening this business, which gave me, you know, more income than something that I like. I was sharing my passion and with other people and get rewarded from them to see they're improving, you know, being happy, or not only money, because the end was I was giving all myself, you know, in that week, and giving, you know, all the knowledge and the attention, and to be something like really good, and I really like it. And that went from 2018 full. I had many camps for 2019, all 2019. We did about 20 weeks of camps in 2019, and we were full booked for 2020. So yeah, the things was going well. The situation, everything. We had the equipment, we had our passion, the knowledge, and so everything worked out. And I had income, so I was doing the competition not for the money anymore, and I was doing it for to have fun, you know, like the thing how it started. And then I grew up my podiums. I were winning again. I were getting better and better. And because I was not having the pressure also from the income, I said like, oh, I need to do that competition to win that prize money. So I forget the prize money. I forget about like to get the reward, to have income, to work with the prize money, to work with the competition because it's my work. That didn't work. So I forget about prize money. I forget about making money to do competition. So I think it doesn't work, and it will not work for no one. But maybe there is someone that could do that. But from my side, I tell you, it's like, forget it. So if you go for a competition, go to have fun. Don't look at the money, don't look at because those, of course, there are some points that will motivate you to do something. If you get that money, if you will pay you your next trip or your next, or, you know, you can take it as a motivation to push you up there. But for me, in that occasion, didn't work out. So I had that mindset, you know, where I don't have to think about, and I was doing really well in the competition. So I went up again on the rankings and being there in the podium. So I keep it that strategy, you know, like working, and because on the work that I was doing, it was doing with total pleasure. You know, even I was putting myself 24 hours, I was doing it for myself and for, you know, benefit of the thing that I started. So the camps and every time evolving. There were up and down, of course, but there was a hard times. But they were all invested into a project that I start and I belong. So all that sacrifice and all the time that I invest is always still here. You know, it's always here. And of course, I like to do the sport, and that's why the things goes pretty well. So it's kind of, even if you work hard, it's like you don't work because it's something that you like.
Exactly.
It's something.
It's also very interesting, all this reflection you have been doing during the years about the sport and how your mindset for racing and for life, actually, you know, I think it's a way of life, and as soon you focus on something or the other thing, everything changes as well, and the flowing of all of it, it looks different. As you said, it flows different. When you prepare a race, for example, you also because it seems like you think quite a lot, and you try to find this. So on your strategics for a race, you also think on this a little bit, no? It seems you told me before about the Madeira race. About Ty Judson, you didn't race against him very much, so you don't know exactly how it's racing. So you prepared the races about who's gonna race, how is gonna be the circuit, the competition. You prepare all of that, or you let yourself go with the flow as well? How do you do that?
I mean, I prepare myself into a race, you know, earlier. So I put down like a good training, which can be like ocean or flat water, to get up to the race, because a race have many things in it. So it is the competition side, mentally, is the strength, the strategy, the competitors. So all these things will make you go better. So if you prepare of what you're gonna have, will make the path easier, because I always simulate a competition. Not always, but I mean most of the time I go when I have my training and I simulate if I have a competition, if I have a guide.
Okay.
Of course, in the mind will be, like in real, in the mind will be different. But having that mindset into when you are in the competition will make you feel a bit more comfortable when you have those guys in the front. So it's like I'm trying to eliminate a bit. Oh, now is Michael Wood competing, or is Tituan, or is Conor Boxer, Oh, there's a huge level on this competition. Of course, you have to take in mind of like how they're gonna react, but all these things are good things, because if you're well prepared, I mean, if you are able to handle their pedal, you are able also to push yourself with them, because there are many strategies, many techniques where you can learn and be there with the top guys, because it's not only about know how to pedal, or you train, or you do, because you need to train in the competition, because you need to know how the competition is going. You need to train yourself on like visualizing the competition, or the drafting, or what to do, what not to do, how many things to take, and what water, what not, So all these kind of things, being prepared earlier is like 2 months or 3 months preparation, when you have time to test your pedal, your board, your strategies, or all this. When it comes into a competitions, it's only fun, because you don't have to in the competition think about what water I should use, what pedal I should use, what board I should use, or you have to be ready and forget about who is competing, because also who is saying to yourself, oh, Michael Booth is competing, is like, or it puts you down. So it's kind of, you have to forget to cancel a bit of, you have to go there for the fun and give it all. And to push the body into the limit, you need to pass the limit earlier. So you need to see yourself passing the limit earlier, but it's hard to do it yourself. So you need also someone, or you need some competitions to see yourself, how much you can push, how much you can do. So you can prepare also a lot in yourself. Of course, if you have a really good mindset, like really concentrating all the energy, all the knowledge, and all the techniques, then you are Michael Booth, and you are a guy like Tituan. Like I am really a tough guy with myself sometimes, because I put myself into a really hard competition and hard training, and I can even go out pedal at night. When I don't have time during the day, I can go pedal at night at like 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. I can go pedal and train myself. I don't have those problems. That's why also I'm doing the 11 city non-stop this year.
Ah, yeah? You sign up for the 11 city non-stop?
Yes, I sign up.
Wow.
So I got convinced from a group from Netherlands, so I say, okay, let's do it. I did the 5 days, but a long time ago, in 2011.
Okay.
But yeah, I like to pedal. I mean, I pedal almost every day, because with the school, I do some private classes, and I do, group. So, and I go out for myself also when to train. This year there I have many competition in programs. Someone with the national team, with the Italian national team.
Yeah.
We have Denmark first with the national team, and then we have Puerto Rico.
Okay.
The ISA in Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
So I am preparing also for this, but in the meantime, also balancing my life with family, kids, and work.
You know.
So for me, it's a challenge. I accept the challenge, you know, and I make the best out of it. I know that there was really hard time, and when the hard times were there, you know, I knew that now there are less hard time, but still hard. But I know that I can make it because I count on my strength and my, you know.
Yeah.
I don't count to nobody else. So that's I've been learning the whole time to count myself. I know that if whatever mistake I make, I know that it's from myself. It's not from somebody else. Not waiting for somebody else to make. You know. So I always push myself to the limit, to the exact exhaustion, you know, to get out of. But of course, in during the years, sometimes I push too much, then I drop down. When it happens, like a few years ago, I broke my nose. I was training very, very hard. I was doing very well in the competitions, and boom, break my nose.
Yeah.
Stay 3 months out, and yeah, recover again, come up again, stronger. And I had the same in 2016, 2017, something like that. Break my jaw in 3 pieces.
Ooh. Well,
but all these things is good. When something doesn't kill you, they say it
make you stronger, no?
Makes you stronger.
That's it.
So yeah, these things, you know, you learn from the failures, and you know, have to fail sometime to learn. And so
that's good. Very good. Well, it's very interesting all you're talking about, and I like really much what you say. Leo, to go finishing, what is you said that you are preparing with the national team the European in Denmark and Puerto Rico, but you have 11 cities, but you are preparing also another race, or you just go a little bit with the flow, depending how you can deal with the work and the family. What is the new project incoming?
My plan was to race this June, do like a tour, but everything went opposite of the plan. So I was like starting, you know, the competition in Italy, and step by step chasing the bigger competitions, but totally everything went out of plans. So now I am preparing for the next Euro Tour competitions. I will probably do a few more. So my goal was to go in Gran Canaria.
Okay.
It's really close date, and all these unexpected things that happens during this make it a little bit harder to finish the tour. So maybe I will doing maybe 1 or just 2 of the race tour remaining. So I will decide now which one to do and which one to do the best. So because main goal now is to bring home the wins, you know. You know, because it's the thing. Because like we say, the second is the first of the losers. So I've been, you know, don't want to stick anymore with the second. So I will prepare mentally and physically for the next competition to get a win. Or more than a win. So and yeah, I'm preparing the camp also. In July we have a camp, 1 week full on camp, like a SUP, surf and yoga retreat, which we organize here in Peniche. We have all included, so they don't have to bring anything, just a bag with you. We have all the boards, the spots, the waves. Fortunately, in this spot we have waves almost every day, and they are perfect waves.
Nice.
But this is a secret, okay?
Okay. So
but yeah, we organize everything from the arrival in the airport, transfer, spots, guide, video analyze, yoga. We have a professional yoga teacher.
Wow.
We we guide until the end of the camp, bringing back their knowledge, experience, and a lot of fun, of course.
Sounds good. You mix it up. You do the wave sub surfing and also sub racing camps, or
yes, we do sub surfing camps more because what we have here is the waves.
Of course, that's.
And we are also offering now sub race camps, downwinding, flat water, open ocean, in and out the waves, courses, techniques. We have a lot to give in sub racing, so we didn't even started yet.
Yeah.
We keep the waves because it makes it fun and kind of base that, and then go further up with the race. Because sometimes the race is harder because everyone can make it at their own place. But having now the equipment for racing in the downwinding and in the waves, which most of the people need, to race the waves, because sometimes even if it's flat water, you need to race, you need to surf, you have to surf, because that backwash that everybody creates with the board, you need to surf that to be there in the front pack. Exactly. So learning that, you will make it, but you always have to practice with the waves. Exactly. We got the waves, you have to come.
Very good, very good. Okay, Leo. Well, then,
cool.
I think it's today enough. It has been a very, very interesting all this chat, and I can only say thank you for sharing already all the knowledge you have. And I wish you all the best for the next days, races, and for your business and family. And yeah, thank you so much for your time. I hope to see you very, very soon.
Cool. Thank you very much for having me and letting me share all this a bit of. My English not so good, but I try it. Now with the Portuguese, but thank you very much for having me, and I hope to see you next time, and maybe here in Portugal, surfing some waves.
Hope so. I'm really wishing to visit you in Portugal for sure. Thank you so much, Leo. See you.
Thank you very much. See you.
Bye.
Good evening. Bye.
Bueno, ya veis. De vuelta aquí después de esta entrevista, esta magnífica entrevista que he tenido con Leo Nika. La verdad que, bueno, a mí me ha parecido súper interesante todo lo que ha hablado, donde, pues eso, ¿no? Se nota la experiencia de llevar mucho tiempo en lo más alto, claro, compitiendo en lo más alto por años, viendo pasar a mucha gente, y donde se le ve pues esta evolución, ¿no? En varios aspectos. A mí me gustaría destacar, como ya hemos con David aquí comentado en el chat, pues el tema de la motivación, ¿no? de competir. O sea, él lo dice muy claro. Él empieza en el sub por diversión, porque se lo pasa bien. Y llega un momento que pues bueno, uno va creciendo, va haciéndose mayor y salen nuevas responsabilidades y obligaciones, y en el momento en que empieza a tomarse la competición como un modo de vida, en el sentido de cómo ganar dinero, ¿no? Pues cómo se ve, la cosa se gira, ¿no? Y le cambia mucho la visión, y yo pienso que incluso el estado de ánimo, entiendo por lo que cuenta. Y tiene la gran suerte pues de encontrar una forma de compaginar todo, ¿no? Compaginar su vida con la familia, encontrar esta forma de ganarse la vida, además haciendo el deporte que le gusta, pudiendo transmitir lo que conoce, que pues imagínate cómo debe ser estar una semana con él y su hermano en este surfcamp en Portugal, todo lo que te puede transmitir, todo lo que te puede enseñar, y al fin, ¿no? Sentirse, supongo, con esta paz para luego poder ir a competir, para continuar divirtiéndose ellas, ¿no? Y no solo pensar en ir a ganar, porque es como te ganas la vida, que claro, o sea, la presión se tiene que multiplicar por mucho, ¿no? Cuando es esto, tu base de entrada de dinero. Y luego otras cosas que me han gustado mucho de la charla, cosas que ha comentado, pues es esta forma de prepararse. Me da la sensación como que es una persona súper exigente consigo mismo, que ya lo ha dicho, súper exigente y como que su primer, digamos, el primero consigue consigo mismo presionarse tanto que a la hora de prepararse las carreras, en los entrenamientos, que digamos, él mismo o sea, llega a poder conseguir estos retos que ha conseguido a lo largo de su carrera, pero de una manera como por él mismo, ¿no? O sea, por lo que yo me he quedado con lo que comentaba. La autopresión o la autoexigencia, el imaginarse, una cosa que he entendido yo que decía, es el hecho de hasta que no te visualizas a ti mismo consiguiendo esos retos, ¿no? En un momento dado ganar a esa persona con la que luchas habitualmente, pues hasta que no lo visualizas en los entrenamientos que vas haciendo, pues es difícil conseguir que lo consigas, ¿no? en la vida real. Entonces esto me da a mí como que tiene una gran capacidad, una gran fuerza mental para entrenar con esta dureza que significa. Todo el mundo sabemos que entrenar solo es algo que cuesta mucho y que es muy duro, porque sacar lo mejor de uno mismo por uno mismo, pues cuesta mucho, cuesta muchísimo. Entonces, nada, yo me quedo con estos detalles que nos ha comentado. Me parece, ya os digo, como una persona que tiene mucho que aportar. En estos 40 minutos de charla más o menos nos ha dejado muchas cosas interesantes, y ya os digo, a mí en cuanto pueda creo que me acercaré ahí a Penicha para estar una semanita con él y seguir conociendo más y aprendiendo más. Pues nada, chicos, una sesión que termina aquí hoy. La cosa no da para más. Como siempre, muchas gracias por estar aquí acompañándome. Espero que os haya gustado. Gracias por los que habéis estado en el chat. David, en especial, ahí comentando. Y nada, seguimos con la temporada. Todavía nos quedan unas cuantas fines de semana de carreras antes de este parón, ¿no? Que viene en breve de verano, pero siguen ahí varias carreras y nada, aquí seguiré pues intentando comentar un poquito todo. Tengo varias cosas ya que voy cerrando de contenido que os voy a ir anunciando poquito a poco y que se antoja muy muy interesante. Así que, como siempre os digo, pues para no perderos nada, pues lo mejor que podéis hacer es engancharos al drafting, que os lo voy a ir contando, ¿vale? Así que nada, muchas gracias a todos por estar aquí. Nos vemos pronto. Venga, buenas noches.
It seems like we've known each other. Don't ask me, I can't remember. It's insane. Oh, I wonder where you have been. I didn't expect to find you again. It's been a while since we've been apart. Looks like we're ready for a brand new start. And you're so sweet, so cool, so smart. Let's write some songs and we reach the charts. But you ain't quite ready for that. Said you don't have time and it broke my heart. And I God, I found my way. I don't have anything more to say. My soul is so lonely. How could I forget this day? My body shook when we met.